I think that if you can tap into that, I think that when you kind of combine that that natural use case, okay, people are leaving at 5 o'clock, they're kind of hungry, they might stop by a supermarket on the way home. You send them a text message at 5 or 6, or right when you think that they might. I think that's really the power behind it now, and I don't think sending it to them at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, right when they're in the middle of a meeting, that's going to upset them. So I do think that you're right. There are some specific times where you can interact, but again, that's push. It's text messaging. It's that type of thing. I'm sure that's different by app because you do that on your own terms.
Yeah, I think this goes back to the advertising discussion of advertising evolving from its traditional forms that we know to being something that is of utility, and it's something that is authentic and something that's engaging. And I wouldn't just look for the points along the purchase path. One of the things to look at is how can you make mobile part of your product offering? We have an aviation services customer, and we're actually writing mobile apps that allow you to check in with the mayor of Gate 32 and see where people are getting rebooked, whether you're going to get put up in a hotel or not, and try to rebook yourself all on the phone. Another one is to talk when you're in your GM car through the telematics of OnStar, and be able to send texts and so forth. So it's extensions to the product and service that you have that are mobile, and those are the stickiest, most valuable.
It's the functional. It's the functional delivery.
Yeah,
I would argue that the floor is response to my message, right? That promotes a push one way. I think advertising language has set that we put out messages, right? I think our language has to change to words like communication and interaction and conversation, right? So ask yourself. Yeah, of course. How about empowered engagement? So can we when is the right time to have a conversation or engage in that communication with your customer? And that, I think, then makes it a very different sort of play, because that's when functional elements come into play, right? When is it the right time that I could actually want to be spending more time with you? And that is when you can deliver the right tools.
Well, that part isn't new, right? So people do day party, Campbell commercials in the middle of the day, right? During soap operas. That part is it. I think that late night guys stuff, and so I don't think that part is new. I do think that there are some skills that can be transferred over to mobile to enhance its effectiveness. So I think that's a really good question.
I think if we look at maybe the future, let's say